Today we're going to learn about the Nile River, one of the longest and most important rivers in the world. The Nile River is located in Africa and flows through several countries, including Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. The Nile River is about 4,000 miles long, which is about the distance from New York City to Los Angeles. It's so long that it's sometimes called the Long River. The Nile River starts in the mountains of East Africa and flows northward into the Mediterranean Sea. One of the most interesting things about the Nile River is that it's the only river in the world that flows from south to north. Most rivers flow from north to south, but the Nile River is different. The Nile River is also one of the oldest rivers in the world. People have been living along the Nile for over 6,000 years, and it has played a very important role in the history of many civilizations. The Nile River is also home to many different kinds of animals. There are over 100 different species of fish that live in the Nile, including the Nile perch and the Nile tilapia. The Nile is also home to crocodiles, hippopotamuses, and many different kinds of birds, such as pelicans and herons. The Nile River is also very important for the people who live along its banks. The Nile provides water for farming and irrigation, and it's also a source of food for many people. In fact, the Nile is so important that it's often called the lifeblood of Egypt. One of the most famous landmarks along the Nile River is the Pyramids of Giza. The pyramids are ancient tombs that were built over 4,500 years ago to honor pharaohs, who were the rulers of ancient Egypt. The pyramids are some of the most famous landmarks in the world and are a must-see for anyone visiting Egypt. Another important landmark along the Nile is the city of Cairo, which is the capital of Egypt. Cairo is a very busy and crowded city, with lots of markets and streets filled with people. It's also home to many famous landmarks, such as the Cairo Tower and the Cairo Museum. So there you have it. The Nile River is a very long and important river that has played a significant role in the history and culture of many civilizations. It's home to many different kinds of animals and is a vital resource for the people who live along its banks. Review the content of the video with the following questions. 1. How long is the Nile River? 2. In which countries does the Nile River flow through? 3. What direction does the Nile River flow in? 4. How long have people been living along the Nile River? 5. What kinds of animals can be found in the Nile River? 6. How is the Nile River important for the people who live along its banks? 7. What is the function of the Pyramids of Giza? 8. In which city is the Cairo Tower located? 9. What is the capital of Egypt? 10. How does the Nile River play a role in the culture and history of civilizations? We hope you enjoyed learning about the Nile River. Like the video and subscribe to our channel.